running for mayor of New York City because, one, I grew up in Harlem. And we fought that crack that devastated our communities. It did not just devastate Black and brown communities, but so many of our families were destroyed. Children lost mothers and fathers and grandparents. And now they are pushing that weed on our children. Weed buses every single where. Our girls are going missing. We don't have an affordable problem in New York City. We have an unaffordable problem where we are being pushed out. Homes are being stolen. Guns are now in the hands of our children, 12, 13-year-olds, killing each other, assaulting grandparents on the buses. We have such an unhealthy environment. Our streets are dirty. And I said to them, no, I am not going to sit back and watch you kill my children and steal that generational wealth from us. I'm Dr. Bartholomew. I got this. And so let's go. How is it that in this country, generation after generation, you get Black and brown and working class kids to only want working class job, to feel so disconnected, right? To feel so disconnected from community. So what do I want to do about it? So all of the things that you've described is really saying that we have an unhealthy ecosystem, that things are not working. Our schools are challenging, the subways are not working, our healthcare is not working. And so now we need to build a healthy ecosystem. And how we go about building that ecosystem is being very intentional about our priorities, So let me tell you one of the first things I'd like to do in New York City, and then I'm going to connect the education piece as to why this is so important. Across this city, as I mentioned, for every dollar, we don't make any money. We make less than half a penny. We have so many entrepreneurs, we have barbershops, we have beauty shops, and nobody has ever invested in them and see them as part of the network of care for our young people. So I'd like to do business hubs across the city, not just one, not two, but zip code by zip code. And drop business hubs across the city and bring in our entrepreneurs, those who have 40, 50 years of experience. I was just at Denny Mo's and I did a meet and greet. He's been there for 48 years as a business owner, and no one has ever asked him a question about how do you work with the young people? How do you support them? So bring him into the hub. In this business hub, let us give our businesses the training, the skill sets, the coaching, the mentoring that they need in order to grow their businesses and in order to grow themselves and be financially stable, so that they can now reach into the community and hire our youth. We have over 300,000 people in this city who have impacted by criminal justice system and they can't get work. So they can either be the entrepreneur in the hub, or more importantly, these businesses can now reach into our community and hire these individuals and hire youth who are in our communities and they feel left behind. They are abandoned. I'm in every borough, especially in the evening time. I talk to my young people. They're sitting on the steps and they're smoking weed and they feel like if they've been abandoned. And so we now have to reach for them. These business hubs will also create opportunities. So when you see young people 18 to 25 to 30, they're still in bikes, they're still in these things. It's because they don't have opportunity. And it is opportunity that has been intentionally stolen across our community and in particular in Black and brown communities. In the business hub, I'm going to bring VCs in there, bring Wall Street. I don't have an issue with Wall Street. I just think that they've been allowed to be vultures in our community, and you need a leader that says enough. Bring the venture capital in there. When the venture capital gives you a matching dollar of $50,000 or $500,000, I will match it. People say to me, Dr. Bartholomew, that can't be done. Well, let me let you know, New York State has been giving businesses matching VC dollars for the past few years. And none of our leaders in our communities has said this to Black and brown businesses. Instead, they give us food pantries, they give us thank yous and proclamations, and we get nothing. So we have not had the opportunity to be uplifted. These VC funds have been done across the country. I've worked in places like North Dakota. I've worked up in California. And so we're not investing in businesses. So the business hubs are critical to developing our community and a healthy ecosystem and really bridging that intergenerational conversation between our youth and our young people. In the context of education, I am your education mayor. I've worked with schools across the country. I did one of the largest audits of Rikers Island before anybody even started thinking about what was happening in Rikers Island. I spent over a year there looking at what was happening around our communities. They just told your students they couldn't bring cell phones to school. I get it that the devices give you vices, but we must now say to children, the cell phone is not just for Instagram, baby, and for Facebook. This is one of the most advanced pieces of technology ever made. You could trade $1 trillion a day on Wall Street, $1 trillion a day from your cell phone. And so those expectations, those low expectations and that low mindset is what's killing you. And so they use your pain in order to hide the truth. And so they just gave a company $20 million to buy cell phone bags. You say, oh, my kids are not learning. I want them to do more things, to get off the devices. They bought cell phone bags. They didn't buy jump ropes for girls. They didn't buy art. They didn't buy music. They didn't buy swimming. I'd like to teach 1.5 million children how to swim. How to swim. Swimming is a real equity issue. It also builds confidence. We have so many pools in New York City schools. The boilers are not working, and so the kids can't swim because the water is too cold. There's no plan and there's no roadmap. It's time that you put a leader in place that's really going after the salt of the earth. That's who I am. I'm going after the things that I know matter and that I know matter in terms of communities across this city. Across this city, children are hurting. In New York City right now, no one wants to say that the rate of the most dangerous things for Black and brown children and all children, suicide, picking up a gun and deciding that you want to kill yourself because you feel so disconnected and no one and the services are not reaching you. Suicide. No one is teaching our children any driver's ed. Our children are dying on that expressway out in Long Island. You see them driving on the roads, drug driving, the tickets. All of these things are perpetuating passive violence on children and on our communities, and it is not being intentionally addressed. I want to also say to you that New York City is not poor. We have so much of the taxes, the red light cameras, they are killing us with this, taxing us heavily. If you are a mom dropping your child off in the morning time, you can get 3-4 tickets every week. They design the streets so you can't drop off a child who's disabled. You can't drop off a senior, but you can get tickets. We're not poor. Our mayor and our city council just gave $400 million to renovate Fifth Avenue, $400 million to renovate Fifth Avenue. That money did not go to gun violence and all of the things that you just spoke about. I've worked with all schools. I've worked with charter. I work with public. I work with Islamic day schools. I've worked with all. What we need to focus on is schooling. You can't close charter schools. If that horse has already left its stable. It's already left. And a lot of people who are in charter schools, they're there because the public schools were not motivating. We're not doing it. And we know that there's the money issue, right? There's a deeper issue around the fact that a lot of companies get tax breaks. International companies get tax breaks for investing in our neighborhoods that we don't even know about, right? But what even our charter schools want is that they want schooling. They want to figure out how to uplift their children to compete. So the data across the board is that our children are not competing. Now, let me be clear about the data. National Assessment of Educational Progress in 1978 said that Black children were at 13%. 4 decades later, you've only gained 1 percentage point. You're at 14. White children, education in this country has flatlined. White children were at 86%. That data has come down. They're lower than 40. They have flatlined. And so we now need to decide, who are you really competing with? Where's the competition? Our children are not told, look up on the world. They're not given the love. They're not given the support. We have left our children, and it's time for us to take our children back. It's time for us to give them the programs, not just the programs, but give them the things that they feel confident in, that they can connect with our seniors. Our seniors are sitting in senior centers all day alone. And our young people are in schools alone. We got to now bridge it. He had regular indicators of his work. And so as mayor, I plan on having clear indicators, weekly indicators. Where are we with NYCHA? Where are we with this? And I don't have a problem if the numbers are not great. Let's keep going at it. You don't solve problems overnight, but you need somebody who fundamentally cares about you, cares about New Yorkers and our children. Our children are dying with the weed, they're dying with the guns, and it's just picture day for leaders. Picture day after day, and no money and no opportunity. I need help. I'm the candidate that got on the ballot with less than $2,000. Nothing. They expected me to walk away. I got almost 5,000 signatures, and they expect Dr. B to have walked away. I'm a fighter. My name is Selma. I'm a fighter, and I'm inviting you to a good fight. Fight with me right now, because the other candidates have the money. I live in the Bronx, raised my son in the Bronx. My son was named the Rising Black Scientist of the Year. Bronx 12 won't even give me a 5-second interview. Why? Because I'm talking truth to power, and I'm speaking to this. So you have groups. I need help right now. I need people to lift me up. I need people to put on some t-shirts, walk the days, walk with me over the next couple of weeks, fight with me, because you heard that people are undecided because they know when morally bankrupt people are at the table. How can we elect morally bankrupt folks? Like, it doesn't make sense. So I do need help. My priorities are the people. So first 100 days, I plan on cleaning up New York City streets. They're filthy. They're just filthy. They're nasty. Coming in there with a very comprehensive plan to address, we haven't even talked about the challenges around our Medicaid and our seniors, right, who are struggling. A comprehensive plan to address the needs of our seniors and our veterans and those individuals whose nursing homes are about to put them out on the street because of the gap in funding, and no one wants to talk about that. A comprehensive plan to now address our schools, education, and businesses. Our businesses in COVID, more than 80% of businesses were decimated, didn't get any help, any relief. I know that because I was challenged in this space. So my priorities, yes, safety, cleaning up the streets, addressing the needs of our seniors, and going after the salt of the earth, son, our education, our businesses in New York City. Let's go. Don't be silent. What I'm finding that really is hurting in some ways is kind of like I see the pain where people have opted out. That's why our children are hurting. The adults have opted out. They've opted out. They've opted out. They've decided that they can't have relationships with our children. What are you talking about? Those are our kids. Those are our children. And it's time the adults be adults in our children's lives. No more opting out. It. So they're opting out when it comes to me. Oh, Dr. B, I'm so sorry that's happening. Sorry. I can't put sorry in my gas tank. I love you. I love you. I love the city. I love our children. I love our people. I love all. I've worked with all people. I see the humanity in us. And I'm asking to be your mayor. I'm asking to be the first woman mayor, the first Black woman mayor for the city of New York, because I'm confident. I'm confident in my leadership. I'm confident in my brilliance. I'm confident in my drive in order to really go and solve some problems and to really address the needs of the people and the needs of our children. You can go to drselmab.com, hit the button that says donate. Yes, please do. Please donate.